Hey friends, welcome back to the Deep Dive Snippet. This clip is part of my conversation on the podcast with Patricia Bright, and we're talking about how people in their early 20s, or early in life, at any stage, to be honest, can start a side hustle. And what are the steps that that person should take to try and make it in this kind of make money on the internet, side hustle, business, entrepreneurship type sphere? Let's say someone is listening to this, they're like, early to mid 20s, they've got a job and they want to do a business on the side to make that $8,000 a month or whatever to supplement their income. How would you approach that? Like, do you have a method, a system, process?
So, I would tell people to use the skills that they currently have, knowledge they currently have, tools that they currently have. So if you know something, so say someone I know who's really good at Excel, well, just either help people build Excel templates or sell Excel templates. Like, this is something you can already do. That's where I would start off, and then looking at scaling that or pricing it higher. That's what I would tell most people to do. I wouldn't tell them to go and invest in a product and spend loads on inventory without testing a model first, because I think that's really expensive and actually hard to make happen. But I'd just say use what you've got. Like, if you've got a spare room, rent that out. Why you would have a spare room, I don't know, but something like that. Or if you like animals, why don't you start pet sitting or something, or dog walking? So loads of dog walkers make a ton of money because they dog walk 10 dogs for £50 a day. They can make £500 a day. Is that the right math?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. But they can do that,
yeah.
right? And even, for instance, I'm working with a cake decorator and someone who does balloons and decor, and I'm paying her £500, and it's something I can't do, but she's really good at it. She loves it. So there's ways that people can make money from things that they are good at doing already.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like that Venn diagram of the things that you're good at, the things that you like, and the things that there is a market for.
Exactly.
And I remember when, I like to think of it as my origin story. When I was 18 years old, got scammed out of my life savings when buying a MacBook off of Gumtree. And I was like, right, I need to make this £1,000 back, because I'd saved up for years and years to get to that point. And I was like, all right, what's the list of things I'm good at and the things I like doing? And on that list was teaching. On that list was making websites. And on that list was, I did reasonably well in med school entrance exams to get in. I was like, cool, what if I combine teaching with the med school entrance exam? So I teach people how to get into med school, and then I make a website for it that markets it nationally. And that was the thing that made my business successful. I just think I think a lot of people are like, hey, I'm going to learn day trading completely from scratch, and then I'm going to make loads of money because I found some course that does it. It's it's really hard to compete in a market where you are not already good at the thing.
Exactly.
So step one is to get good at something, and if you're already good at something, then find a way to make money off the back of that if you can.
Exactly. If not, you're fighting a losing battle, or you recognize that it's not going to be fast. So if you want to be a day trader, you're going to spend 3 years or 2 years dedicated to learning it entirely, fine, but you might be broke and lose loads of money during that period of time. But you can get good in 3 years, right? 10,000 hours and all that jazz.
Yeah.
So if you're willing to put the work in to get it good at something that's lucrative, fine, go ahead and do it. But I think most people have got abilities within themselves now to do something.
Yeah. What about the whole people who decide they want to become a creator because it makes money? And they see people like you and me being open about some of our numbers. They're like, oh, I want a slice of that pie.
It's not scalable or sustainable if you don't want to do it. So when I started, there was no money in it. So when I did these videos for 3 years without making a penny. I didn't know you could make any money in it. I was just doing it every single weekend, after exams, after interning, every Saturday. I would just come and make videos because I loved doing it. I didn't see it as a business at all. I do think that if you wanted to come in strategically, I'm not mad at that. If you're strategic and you're like, I'm going to make money as a creator and this and this and this and this is what I'm going to do, fine, execute your plan and see what happens.
Yeah, I think it's it's the way we teach this on our course is sort of there's kind of two approaches to being like a YouTuber, for example. There's the archaeologist and then there's the architect. So an archaeologist is like, cool, this looks good. I'm going to make a few videos here. And then, okay, didn't really enjoy that. Let's find another one, make a few videos there. And eventually they'll stumble on something that's like, oh, I enjoy this. It's getting views and life is good. And that seems to be how most YouTubers start off, just still making videos here and there until they stumble on their niche. And And that's probably still what I'd recommend for complete beginners who don't know how to make videos, because it takes a while to get good at actually making videos. But if you are A, already good at making videos, or B, you just want to treat it like a business from day one, then approaching it more like an architect is potentially a strategy where you analyze the market, you build out your plan, and then once you've got a clear idea of what your plan is, then you execute on it.
Right.
And so there have been quite a few channels that have decided to, for example, create content in the finance space where the CPMs are ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, there's a clear business here. Whereas if you make content about books, you need about 50 times the amount of views to get the same amount of money. So like, why not just make one finance video rather than a whole year worth of books videos to get the same amount of money? And it becomes like a business decision at that point.
Hey friends, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this clip, then click here for the full unedited episode. And if you like that, then do please consider subscribing to the channel. It means a lot. Thank you so much and have a great day. Bye-bye.